Hey everyone, come on in. It is absolutely story time. And today we have got not one, but two incredible tales about a great hero. And it all happens in just one single night. But let me ask you something first. When you think of a hero, what pops into your head? Is it someone who's super strong? Or maybe someone who is just incredibly brave? Or maybe it's all about being kind and helping people. Well, the hero of our story today, Krishna, he's all of those things. So let's dive into the first of his big adventures. Okay, so for our first story, you've got to picture this. Krishna's father, a man named Nanda, and all of his friends, the cowherds, decide to go on a special trip. They pack up their wagons and travel to this really beautiful place called the Ambika Forest. Now, this wasn't just any old road trip. It was a holy pilgrimage, so they did some very important things. First up, they bathed in the sacred Saraswati River. Then, they worshipped the great Lord Shiva and the goddess Ambika. And to top it all off, they gave all sorts of wonderful gifts: cows, gold, delicious food to the wise Brahmanas. After all that, they were pretty tired, so they decided to rest for the night right there by the river. But as they were all sleeping so peacefully under the stars, something big and scary was moving through the darkness of the forest, slithering. They had absolutely no idea that danger was right around the corner. And then, all of a sudden, a scream tears through the night. It's Krishna's father, Nanda. He's yelling, "Krishna, Krishna, Mahanayam Sarpa, Grasate Mam." And what that means is, Krishna, a giant sarpa, a giant snake, is swallowing me. Can you even imagine how scary that would be? Well, everyone else woke up in a total panic. They all rushed to help, grabbing flaming torches from their campfire to try and scare the snake away. But it was no use. The huge serpent was just too strong, and it would not let go of Nanda. Everyone was freaking out. But then, just when everything seemed totally hopeless, our hero arrived. Krishna ran right to the scene. He didn't have a torch, he didn't have a weapon. He did something much simpler and way more powerful. He just reached out and touched the giant snake with his foot. And in that instant, something truly incredible happened. The moment Krishna's foot touched it, that huge, scary serpent, a Mahan Ahi, which means great snake in Sanskrit, it just vanished. And in its place stood this shining, beautiful being from the heavens, a Vijayadhara, wearing gorgeous golden necklaces. What a sight! So you can probably guess, this was no ordinary snake. This shining being, the Vidyadhara, he had a secret, a story about why he was a snake in the first place, and he was about to tell Krishna everything. His whole secret really comes down to our next story word. It's shapaha. Can you try saying that with me? Shapaha. A shapaha is a curse. You know, like a magical spell that gets put on you if you do something you really shouldn't have. So the being, his name was Sudarshana, he explained it all. He said he used to be a Vidyadhara who was super handsome, and, well, he was pretty proud of it. A little too proud, actually. So proud that he made fun of some holy sages. And for being so unkind, they gave him a shapa, a curse. And zep, they turned him into a snake. But here's the twist. Sudarshana wasn't even sad about the curse anymore. He was grateful. He realized that the shapa was actually a blessing in disguise. Why? Because if he hadn't been turned into a snake, he never would have been touched and saved by the amazing Krishna. So after thanking him, he headed back to his home in the heavens. So, saving your dad from a giant cursed snake. You'd think that would be enough adventure for one night, wouldn't you? Nope, not for a hero like Krishna. The night of adventure was just getting started. So the scene changes, and it's just a perfect night. Krishna and his big brother Balarama are in the forest, and they're singing with all their dear friends, the gopis. The moon is full, the stars are out, the air smells sweet like jasmine flowers, and everyone is just completely captivated by the beautiful music. But that perfect, peaceful moment, it's suddenly shattered. A demon named Shankachuda, who was a servant of Kuvera, the treasurer of the gods. He just bursts out of the darkness and grabs the gopis trying to run away with them. And just like Nanda did earlier, the gopis knew exactly who to call for. They were terrified, and they cried out for their heroes, shouting, "Krishna, Balarama!" As soon as they heard the cries, Krishna and his brother grabbed huge tree logs and went charging after the demon. Shankachuta looked over his shoulder and saw them coming. They looked like time and death themselves, and he got so scared that he just dropped the gopis and ran for his life. Now, Balarama stayed behind to protect the gopis, but Krishna went after that demon all by himself. He caught up to him in no time and, get this, he defeated the wicked Shankachuta with just a single blow from his fist. Just one punch. And after the demon was defeated, Krishna took a special treasure from him. It was this magnificent jewel that the demon wore on his head. And this is our last story word, Chudamanim. Let's try it. Chudamanim. It means head jewel. And Krishna, being the awesome friend he is, gave this beautiful treasure to his brother, Balarama. So think about it. In the span of just a few hours, in one night, Krishna saved the people he loves from two totally different kinds of danger. What does that tell us? It tells us that Krishna is a true hero, and he's always there to protect his friends. So let's just recap this incredible night. First, his father, Nanda, was in trouble, threatened by a giant serpent. Krishna saved him with a gentle touch. Then, his friends, the gopis, were in danger, threatened by a powerful demon. He saved them with a mighty fist. You see, it doesn't matter what the danger is, Krishna is always ready to save the day. And what these two tales really show is that a true hero can be both powerful and kind, both gentle and strong, all at the same time. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? With a hero like Krishna, what amazing adventure could possibly happen next?